there is an unconscious bias. They perceive us as a weaker gender. I think that needs to change. We should have equal opportunities and be seen just as equal as men. We need to understand that we are capable to do anything we want. It's a mix of consistency and resilience. Believe in yourself like crazy. Less than 2% of our seafarers are women. I do believe that with the digitalization, we will be able to welcome and to make this career a bit more visible for other women too as well. It's a male-dominated industry. You need to put your standards always in place, always stand for what you think. Women in ports would be bold, diverse, and accessible.
Hello, we are here in Antwerp and today we have a very inspiring woman with us, Selena Jones from Seaman Solution. And I'm really honored to have her here on the podcast with me because I honestly can't stop telling people how amazing she is and all the things she's achieved within our sector and as a woman in a little bit conservative maritime environment. So thank you for being here today, and let me start by asking what inspired you to enter the maritime industry?
Well, first of all, Naomi, thank you so much for having me here. I think the inspiration and the admiration is mutual, so I'm very happy to as well be here with you and be able to share a bit of my journey. Yes, Seaman Solution has been it has been a long-time project that I had in mind already for 5-6 years. The inspiration of creating Seaman Solution comes from my experience working for the Panama Maritime Authority. There I got to experience to be a crew certification manager for around 6 to 7 years. And I saw how complex and bureaucratic this Seafarer certification processing was. That's one of the first inspirations I have, and I must say that the second, very important, was I wanted to empower the seafarers. I saw that there was an opportunity to create a system that was more accessible for them and that could empower them and give them better career visibility. Yeah. So yes, those are the things.
Thank you. No, I can understand that you saw some of the obstacles that people would go through when you were in your position with the maritime authorities. What would you say were some of those obstacles, or what did you feel was really not working in the current system?
Well, firstly, the system was too manual. The system is too manual. The other part is that the system is made in a way to work with the crew manager or the ship manager, not directly with the seafarer. So the seafarer is a bit it's been blindsided of what is happening with his documentation. And third, the seafarer, is the document validation. The documents behind a seafarer or a seaman book application is around 20 documents, or sometimes 15 to 20 documents, counting experience. And governments just don't have the infrastructure to validate that volume of documentation daily. So that was the main gaps.
And I suppose that the complexity of the validation also influences the ports, and that creating a digital tool would also really help port efficiency in terms of having the ships there for less time, because audits could maybe be done before. Is that correct?
Exactly. Yeah. And then we saw as well the interoperability of this processing. So seafarers are not just being audited by the flag states, but also by ports. And to build a system or a tool that can help port authorities to receive in faster and in a more traceable way the documentation of the seafarers or the crew heading to the port it's vital, and it makes the audits much more easier and efficient.
Of course. Yeah. And accurate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you as a seafarer, I can imagine that you have experienced.
It would be useful to have such a tool, for sure. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So Selena, why do you think there are not more women in board level or executive level or upper management positions?
Okay, to be honest, and just cutting the bullshit, there is an unconscious bias that women are sometimes we're weaker, that maybe we don't have flexibility because we are maybe we are the ones responsible of our households, etc. That is really the honest truth. Like, people want to say no because of skills management or maybe the ESG of the company. No, we have board of directors looking at us and unconsciously, because sometimes it's consciously, but also sometimes it's unconsciously, they perceive us as a weaker gender. And I think that needs to change. I think this is not correct, and that we should get enough we should have equal opportunities and be seen just as equal as men. And mostly when the job is mental, it's not like we have to be using strength or force. Like, this is my personal opinion.
No, I think that's a very valid answer. And but I wonder, like, what would have helped you when you were growing in your career to help you grow faster or more smoothly? What would have helped you in that trajectory?
Well, this is a very interesting question because I actually want the answer to go and be heard by many women out there. One of the things many things helped me and motivated me, but I think that one thing I have to really highlight is seeing other women doing it, and then having the confidence and the boldness to dare to do it. And I want to say that for females, sometimes we think this is too far from us, or this is something that it just happened to her because she was closer to, maybe she was in the authority. No, we need to understand that we are capable to do anything we want. And listening to other women, their stories, you will really see that they are just like you, and that it's a mix of consistency and resilience. You need to keep going, even in the moments that it get hard. Just keep going and believe in yourself. Believe in yourself like crazy. That is something for sure that has helped me. I believe so much in myself.
As you should. As you should.
No, but when things go, I think that we have this idea that success means happy days and only good news, and that's not true. We are only successful when we learn to get up of our failures and to dare again and to try again, and then after trying is where you really succeed. So that's what was very important for me.
Beautiful. Yeah, I would say there's a certain resilience to have. I think it's just never stopping. Just keep on going and keep on going through all the challenges and getting better as well, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
And so you speak about confidence and boldness. What other advice would you give to a woman that's trying to grow? What steps could she take to get to a higher level within the maritime industry?
Well, continuous learning. I think that besides being bold, of course, and brave, you need to be open to listen to other people's opinion. You need to keep yourself updated of what's happening in the industry. One of the things that I use a lot is that I listen to podcasts. And I don't know, maybe it can be replaced by reading an article or reading a book regarding the maritime industry. But I think that we need to keep ourselves updated. The industry is continuously changing, and we cannot forget to keep our technical knowledge and our approach fresh and organic with what really is happening in the industry.
No, absolutely. Do you think by digitalizing certain aspects, do you think it opens opportunities to have, for example, more women within the industry as well? Or how do you think that works?
Definitely. I think that digitalizing the systems, optimization, and building tools to connect people will definitely make the career more attractive, not only for the stereotype that is used to be hired, especially, for example, in vessels, we have less than 2% of our seafarers are women. I do believe that with the digitalization, we will be able to welcome and to make this career a bit more visible for other women to as well explore the opportunities that are in the industry. So yes, digitalization, it's making it more attractive. It's key, exactly. Definitely.
Absolutely. So what would you say are some obstacles to digitalization?
Yeah. To be honest, I think that the biggest obstacle that we have to transition to digitalization is government acceptance. The maritime industry is very fragmented, not only by different governments, different technologies, different management systems. So finding the correct tool that is accepted by different governments and that will as well integrate ports and vessels, ship ownership operation. That's the biggest obstacle that the industry is going to face with this. Of course, the compliance and the security parameters are very important. We're talking about data that is going to be shared within multiple operation environments. So I think that responsibility, security is going to be as well a big topic in the digitalization, and we cannot keep it so light. So yes, it's gonna, in my belief, we're gonna transition to a hybrid phase first. When it comes to Seafarer certification, I mean, we're gonna definitely in 10 years, we will not see anymore a physical seaman book, but we will see in the next 5 years a hybrid system where you will have the option to as well have a digital version. And then as different governments start accepting this digital version, then we're going to migrate to completely digital. That's a bit what I believe that is going to happen.
So you're saying that the technology really is there, but there are certain governance and data protection issues really still playing a role. Yeah, oh, it's very interesting. And I'm wondering, when you entered the sector as a woman, was there anything like that you observed or that was more difficult for you than maybe an equal position as a man? Did you observe anything like that?
I keep observing that. It hasn't stopped.
It doesn't stop.
I can be a unicorn startup or a unicorn tech company, and I think I will still be facing this type of situations in especially within the maritime industry. It is a male-dominated industry, so I have to say yes, but you need to put your standards always in place, and you need to keep it going. Always be respectful, but always stand for what you think. Yeah. And yes, that's what that's what I've been doing, and that's what I will keep doing as a female leader.
Beautiful. So, what would you say is a leadership style that you aspire to have or that you have, and how did it grow throughout your career?
It's a very interesting question. Because I've been working for an authority for 11 years. So when I started this company, I had to start seeing things from the leader perspective. But I think it got mixed very well. I think that to be a good leader, you need as well to be a good employee and to also you have to work as a team. So in my company, we try to always inspire by actions. So I will do anything that my team is doing. I will always as well respect every department and their leadership, and I will always ask them for recommendations. So I think that it's a collective. Leadership is a collective matter, and that's how we approach it in our.
Yeah, basically also respecting the knowledge that one of the team members may have, and not thinking that you know everything necessarily.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And even when you know something, I think that you still have to respect the experience and the daily operations. I can be the most technical person. Maybe I know better the STCW code, but I'm not managing anymore daily that documents. So my operation team, my operation manager is seeing new documents per day. So I always take in account what her opinion is when we want to change or automate something regarding compliance or document validation, because she's the right.
She's accountable for that part of the operation. Yeah.
And actually, now that you mentioned I have to say something. It's a curious fact of Seaman Solution, but we are 70% women.
Nice.
But I didn't do it on purpose. Exactly. It really, I didn't plan it. I just, and this is something, maybe it's a funny anecdote. At the beginning, I had more issues gaining the respect from male collaborators, colleagues, from male colleagues, and and it evolved like that. So because communication is key in an organization, so if we can, the better we can communicate, the better we move forward. So we have our tech team is male dominated, I have to say, but our operations, sales, project managers. All beautiful. Females.
Oh, I like how that coincidence occurred.
Yes.
Beautiful. No, and do you think when you started your career, was this always what you envisioned, this type of leadership, or did it evolve?
It evolved. I think I had this idea of how will my team respect me, or how I will, I'm the boss in a way, and it completely evolved. It's absolutely nothing to do with who is the boss. We all treat each other at the same level. They have the openness to tell me, hey, you haven't sent this to me, and I apologize if not to them. It's completely different. It's gonna sound very I don't know, maybe too sweet, I don't know, but we're a family. It's like, I always say we are like a family of Seaman Solutions, and we need to be here to support each other. Yeah,
beautiful, I like that. No, would you say that there was a particular moment in which you really felt the transition from going from operational to being a leader, as you said, and owning your own company, starting your own company? Like, how was that transition? What challenges were you facing when you went through that?
I still haven't fully transitioned, I think. I still keep and I still keep myself very involved in the operations. But I have to say that it did came like 6-7 months ago. I realized that I have a bit more responsibility to take care of the company as a leader. I make decisions not thinking only about the concept, but I also make decisions knowing that I have 8 or 10 people within the organization that depend that this organization as well is successful and grow. So I make my decisions a bit more responsible. I think that is what has changed in me.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. You really feel like what you do is going to affect many, many people. So, and it will.
Exactly. And I want them to dream with me. I want them to believe that we are doing something good. So I always try to involve them. So I think that is maybe my input or my responsibility, let's say, in the organization.
Yeah.
To keep it going.
Keep it going. Yeah. No, it's very. You're doing great. So it's definitely working.
Thank you.
Beautiful. And how about when you go regularly also to Panama? You still work very internationally. Do you notice that is it similar to here? Do you have more women there in the maritime industry? Less? Like how is it? How is the landscape there?
No, I think that we have, from my perception, I think we have more females in Belgium. Panama is growing, it's definitely growing, but I still, the last time, for example, I went to Panama, I was in an auditorium and there was around 60 men and only 6 females.
Yeah.
And so I see that there's still some work to do, but yeah, these are the things that are helping, I think, females to be more bold. I think it's all about being bold at this time.
Yeah.
We are knowledgeable, we are studying the career, but we just need to be more bold.
Yeah, to make things happen.
To make things happen.
Yeah. So I just want to take like one moment to really acknowledge you just won the Elle Media Award. How did that how did it come about, or how does it make you feel?
Yes, that was a very amazing award. We were invited by the Elle Active from Elle Active Forum to pitch among 12 other startups, and I really didn't expect it because our company is more maritime related. But we really created an impact, I must say. We really focused in giving this important message that no seafarers, no shipping, no shopping, and
nice.
They really definitely liked it, and we're very proud that we brought our industry to be visible in such a such respectful magazine.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we are very excited. Now we are also part of the Orange Innovation Group, and we are looking forward to make a project as well with Orange. So yeah, we are very excited for this award.
I think it's really important to have this message go to the broader audience, right? Because the maritime industry really tends to stay within its own big bubble. It's a big bubble,
exactly,
but still it's a bubble. But so really congratulations, that's really amazing.
Thank you.
So what would you say organizations such as Women in Port should do to help the industry evolve to a more future-proof balance, let's say?
Well, I think that firstly you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Already, but perhaps to have more presence in other continents, for example, Latin America. I'm not sure if you guys are already.
We are global, but yes, we are still looking for opportunities to have a stronger representation for sure in all continents, because we do also believe that it's not a local matter. It's something that should happen everywhere.
Exactly. Yeah. That would be that's the only suggestion, to be honest, and make it accessible, make it fun, involve different departments. Sometimes we think that ports, it's one thing, but at the end, it all connects. Shipping it's an industry that connects shipping, ports, flag state authority, compliance, governance. It's so complete. So I think that having women from, even if they're not directly from ports, but having women from different areas can as well make it more like me.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think it's a very valid point because it's such a multimodal industry that you really have to look at it systemically in a sense, right? And ports also really have that function of connecting the land and sea, right? So it's the shipping world a little bit and then the whole transport side on land. So I think it's a very nice advice to include people from that are somehow connected to this big thing that is ports.
Exactly.
Yeah. Would you, if you would say what woman in ports should be in 3 words, or 3 words that would characterize what woman in ports should be, what would they be?
Women in ports would be bold, diverse, and accessible.
I like that. Strongly said. So to immediately get to your point of being more globally present, I would like to also ask the question in Spanish for our Spanish audience. So, si tendrías que poner 3 palabras para lo que Women in Ports o mujeres en puertos tendría que presentar, ¿qué serían las 3 palabras?
Las 3 palabras serían, tiene las mujeres en puertos que ser valientes, tener una mente abierta, inclusiva, y también ser abiertas a recibir a profesionales de diferentes industrias.
Perfecto, genial. Eso vamos a hacer.
Perfecto. Muchas gracias, Naomi.
Gracias. Thank you so much, Selena, for taking the time to do this interview with us. And I look forward to seeing you keep succeeding and to follow that from close by. Thank you. So thank you so much for your attention here in our Women in Ports podcast. It was super interesting to speak to you, Selena, and I look forward to sharing more stories. Also, a very big thank you to Raj behind the scenes here for coordinating all of this very beautifully. And for the Flemish government for lending us this beautiful building here in Antwerp, in the Diamond District. So remember, we will succeed not in competition, but in collaboration. And very happy to be here today with Women in Ports, and see you soon.